Morning YouTube, so I've got this BMW 325i to give a squirt of paint this morning. So yeah, just a couple of blends on the fenders, new front bumper cover and a new bonnet there. And I've got two little headlight panel things there too, so yeah, no, it's good to be back at work I guess. Although the holidays are never long enough. Getting pretty busy again, fair few jobs out there waiting to be painted, so hopefully we have a good year in 2019. Thanks for the support, continued support to all my Gunman followers. I haven't got any New Year's resolutions. I already don't drink or smoke. I do vape, but that doesn't really count. It's not really that bad for you. Yeah, and I'm a good boy. No, I guess just the usual goals, which are outlasting from last year and the year before probably. Just save, don't waste my money and get ahead in life. Pay that home off. It's a bit early in the morning for me to be too excited. It's like 8 o'clock now, or maybe it's 10 past or something like that. Had this job mainly ready to go last night, just had to get those panels set up, get the car in the booth. It would have been in last night other than the fact that someone else needed the booth last night, so got it in first thing this morning. So I'm going to get these edge marks, get the plastic over it, and then get some wet on wet down on those two bolt-on panels. And then while the wet on wet's drying, finish the masking on this. What guns am I going to use? Honestly, man, I'm feeling just like going back to the Pro Light for a bit. I used the first job I sprayed this year, cleared this year, I should say, at work, I should say, because I did do a few jobs at home. But yeah, first job I used was the Iwata Supernova, and then the second one I did a bonnet, and I used the Pro Light, and honestly man, I still think the Pro Light is the better gun out of the two. It's you know, price aside, money aside, I already own the guns, just the way they spray and what they do for me. I prefer the Pro Light TE20 1.3 for clear coat. And you know, I still do enjoy using the Lotus just for something different, and you know, it keeps it enjoyable I guess, sometimes changing things up like that. You know, it just stops you from getting a bit bored. I know it's only a very little thing, but yeah, variety is the spice of life, as they say. But nah, I still like spraying, I still like this job, but I would like to get to the point where I can do less work and more video editing and reviews and all that kind of stuff. So I do still enjoy making videos on my time off. I did a couple of paint jobs at home. As I said, I did that video with a small compressor, and yeah, I'd just like to get more time to do those kinds of videos. Take you guys right through projects, through prep work and colour matching and all that kind of thing. But these days it's just go for 8 hours, and once my day's over I don't have a great deal of energy left. I just need to go home and relax and switch off, forget about work for a bit. And then sometimes on the weekends it's like by the time you do your shopping in the morning on your Saturday and you come home, I might get a couple of hours to squeeze in on the editor if I'm in the mood for it. And sometimes, as I say, I just want to switch off, you know, so it's all good. We'll get there, gunners. So you know, a few years, when I do move up country, because I bought a house up country, once I pay that off, maybe save a bit more cash up and maybe enough to get like a small workshop, bit of a hobby shop. And especially after doing those videos that I did at my home in the garage, I don't really want to do a great deal of spraying in a garage anymore. I'd rather like a workshop with a bit of a makeshift spray booth than spraying at home. Nothing against all you guys that do spray at home, but I don't know, I've sprayed in spray booths my entire career, so to take a step back, it's yeah, a pretty big step backwards for me. Yeah, I'd love to do like say 3-day weeks or something like that, and then 2 days spent on editing and doing things I want to do, I guess. But yeah, that's the goal. I'll get there. And yeah, I do apologise about the last 4 vids from last week on my Raw channel. Sorry, from last year. The video audio quality was terrible. In the process of trying to improve that. I've got a guy from the States who's doing some testing with the throat mic for me, and hopefully he's going to be able to sort out a preamp for it. Anyway, I might flick this cam off. I've ran out of shit to say, so we'll keep going on with this vid. I might even just get the wet on wet down off cam. It's a pretty boring stage really. It's not that good looking. It's just a bit of wet on wet, and then maybe continue with the cam when I'm doing the base coat or masking or something like that. Radio Gunners, I'll see you soon. Radio YouTube, so back to this job here. So I've got the wet on wet down, got the guards all finished masking them off, got the wet on the bumper and those two little headlight panels, and now I'm putting the under hood colour. So this is slightly different, well, a completely different colour under here, as you can see. So this is a bit of base coat that I've matched up. I keep most of my colours when I'm finished spraying if there's a reasonable amount. So I've got a bit of white and a bit of black, and yeah, just recycled it. So I put a bit of hardener in with it, just to give it a bit more durability. And I'm just going to put one nice wet coat over. And that should be good enough, just the one wet coat for the inside here. So I'm using the same gun as what I used for the wet on wet primer, or the sealer, as you would say in America. So yeah, I still love these ANI F-150s, man, they're brilliant. Brilliant little guns. It's hard to beat for the price really. They've got a bit of a bigger fan on them than the FLG5s. The only real downside of these guns is that they like a nice amount of pressure, like a fairly high pressure. So when clearing and when using wet on wet primers, I found they like 45 psi around there. It's like 3 bar, which is really, it sounds quite high, but I don't know, it's just I've found that's the sweet spot for this gun. But base coat down, dropped it down, yeah, just like 40 psi, not right up to the 45. I don't use them for base coat very often, and if I do use this gun for base coat, it's all really just going to be like an interior colour, or I don't know, if I'm running out of guns or something and I've got 3 colours to spray, I might use them, but usually it's the GTI Pro, Pro Light and DV1 which I'm using for base coat, so. Let's get a coat of this colour down. So I'm done on the inside there, so I can pretty happily flip this up. You don't know that. I can happily quickly flip this up on the flat. Nice amount of room in this boot, which is brilliant. Got that about 25 psi. GP1, HVLP 1.3 at 25 psi. Full fluid, full fan. So it's a pretty warm morning, like it's not even 10 o'clock yet, so it's not even morning tea, and it must already be high 20s Celsius, that is, so pretty common BMW colour. Not a bad colour, I don't mind it. My 599. I knew I forgot something. That's alright. I have to duck out and get that in a minute. I might even just get my first coat of base coat just to start getting a bit of coverage. Yeah, I'm going to have to get them out. They look nasty. There's another one here too. I'm just going to give that 5-10 minutes and stuff them out, you know. I'm not happy with that. So it's just those three, but yeah. I'll give that 5 minutes. I've got to go out and get that 599 gun anyway. And I'll give this base coat gun a clean out while I'm waiting. Radio YouTube, there's Frizzle, my mizzle. Yeah, so what was I about? It's about to denib these bits of dust and stuff out of the wet on wet primer. So I went out, I cleaned out the wet on wet gun and got the 599 gun, which I forgot to bring in before. It's been about 5-10 minutes, give or take. Pretty warm day, so it's drying relatively fast. You still do have to be careful, you don't go and rip into it. I just had a quick check on my phone. I got an email and I sold the first UV curing light on my website, so I'm pretty excited about that. I really want to get this product out there, and I'm sure most of you guys have seen it by now, but I did a review and demo on the Spectra, or is it Specula? Sorry, Specula UV curing light. It's a brilliant light and it saves me a hell of a lot of time. Like this job here, I used it on it, I used it on a couple of others yesterday, and yeah, I'm a big fan of UV primers, but previously I had to always put the UV primer out into the sun, but now it's just like 25 seconds to a minute and I've got my UV primer patch queued up. So yeah, I did I managed to talk the guy that makes them or gets them made into doing a special deal for my subscribers. So they're on my website for $1,000 Australian, which is dirt cheap, and the competition is like 3 times the price of that. Oh, actually, I saw something over here. So yeah, no, it's good. Like even here, there was like a repair that was missed, so I just filled it up, UV primed it, and yeah, it was dry within 1 minute. Consider these rough edges. I got a feeling this is like Taiwanese, maybe. Yep, Tong Yang, my man. Tong Yang, that guy. So you get some of those rough edges. I'm not sure if it's a case of bosses trying to save money, customers not wanting to pay money, or some of these parts may be even obsolete. These cars are getting older, and I do know that by law, you're like a car manufacturer, by Australian law anyway, is required to supply replacement parts for 12 months. Oh, sorry, 10 years. What am I talking about? Yeah, so in Australia you have to supply replacement parts, genuine new parts for 10 years after the car is finished selling. But yeah, this car's probably older than 10 years, so I don't know if they even have any new, like brand new genuine bars left. They probably do, I don't know. So I think that's about it as far as those nibs go. There's a little one here, might as well get them all while I'm at it. So yeah, I've really been loving the DV1 HVLP for the summer months. Just for base coat. I don't really like HVLP that much for clear, but in the warmer months it's fine for base coat. In fact, it's probably preferable. Also in high humidity environments, just because it pumps more air out, so it gets more on. When the material's drying so quick, you really just need to get it on quick and heavy. Alright, so that should be fine. And I reckon 5 minutes we'll see this thing based up, and then we'll be going out and getting some clear mixed up. So I'll get my gloves on, get that respirator on. Rightio, let's get back to it there, Gunman. So yeah, painting the gun, ready to go. So that was just 800 grit. So what are we at there? It's like 25 PSI. It's just a bit over 1.5 bar, like 1.7 bar or something like that. Bit of a stretch over this bonnet, not high, still good, no shorter. About to run out of base coat there. Actually, I'll get a coat over those little cut throughs. That can start drying. Then I'll get the 599 down. I've already cut around those blends. So just basically just clear base coat this stuff. And I just leave it in this gun. I don't even clean that gun out each use, and it works, so that's all I need, saves a bit of time. All it really does is fills in the scratches and helps the blend. Because if you don't use that on the silvers, you'll see like a big blend and scratches in the blend as well. Go for our tech coat, drop coat now. We go right down to 1 bar. Oh no. 20 PSI, that's 1.5 bar. Just under 1.5 bar. And that's why I'm not really the biggest fan of the DV1 digital gauge, because
it's out. Well, it is, but it isn't. Like, it's accurate, but the DV1 digital gauge sits up here, and it now reads the air pressure from a different point than the previous model. So when the gun down at the base of the gun reads 2 bar, at the top of the gun it'll read 1.5 bar. So you've got to do this calculation in your head, which isn't really, I don't know, it throws me off a little bit. So as I say, I prefer my standard A&I cheater valve over the DV1 digital. Fingers crossed that bonnet's not going to be mottly at all. It's got a feeling it'll be fine though. This is the last coat for the bumper cover. Yeah, I found just lowering that pressure on your last coat of base and holding the gun back a touch helps any mottling. Colour's blending pretty nice. It shows that bit of an angle to lose the colour on. Keeping it nice and tight, keeping it away from the doors. And just double check that bonnet's looking all good. Looks good from this angle. Yeah, that's fine. That's real good. I'm happy with that. If I wasn't happy, I'd probably just give it a coat this direction. But that's fine. That doesn't need anything else at all. Looking good. Radio gunners, I'll be back in 5 minutes with some clearing the gun. Radio YouTube, so yeah, let's clear this shit up. Light T21.3, 3.5 turns out fluid, full fan, 2 bar, bang. It's funny how like now the new starter jet's out, all the starter sprayers are like going on about control. Before it was oh, you just can't handle the speed of the starter jet. Now it's like, oh man, you know, you need to control. Couldn't help but have a bit of a laugh at that. Like, what was the best spray, mate? Yes, man, what are you talking about? You save yourself a lot of money. So yeah, just a standard clear. I do really like this clear. Probably not the best clear on the market, but it's a good one. I like it. It's very user friendly, easy to use, easy to polish, easy to apply. Yeah, I don't know what else. It's clear as well. Like, it's got a very minor yellow tint to it when you look at it in the pot, but much better than some of the other clears on the market that have a real yellow tint to it. So I can confidently put 2 coats up towards the blend over the entire panel on a silver and even white. So certain clears in the past that I've used on white, if I was to like blend the base coat white or something like that, you get a real big difference, colour difference on the surrounding panel. But with this stuff, you can barely see anything, if anything at all. When I was spraying Glazeret, it was happening heaps. Just about every single time I try to blend a solid colour white, you get a real big colour difference where you've cleared, but with this one you don't get it. So what I ended up having to do when I was spraying that glazing clear, any time I was doing a solid colour, even if it was base coat, and I had room for a blend, I would just colour match it and go into edge. I found that was the best way. So just keep that in mind if you are, having issues with your white. Blending them, it could be the clear, probably is the clear in fact. Just give that a bit of a tack and wrap. These are just freebies. I don't think they weren't even on the job sheet to be painted, but I just didn't have the kindness of my heart there, Gunman. Just the kind of guy I am. Doing this before the other panels for a reason, because I'd rather not run me out halfway across the bonnet and then have to put another coat over the entire bonnet. If I do run out of clear on a fender, then all I'll have to do is mix up like 100 mils and go over it again. But second coat of clear on the bonnet is probably going to go through 200 mils thereabouts. It's nice to have the boots all cleaned out, fresh workshop. That's looking good, man. I'm a touch hungry through here. That's fine. Pretty close to the original BMW finish right now. Flick this up to get the inside. I love these bumper stands, man, they are so handy. I actually bought these myself and I'm an employee. I've got 2 of them. Use them all the time. Time to hope we've got enough clear, but I think I will, just. Yeah. Yeah, baby. That's me. With a few drops to spare. Rightio, let's have a quick look over this job. I'm going to not be taking my respirator off, so I'm not going to talk through the last bit. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. some shit, Gunman. Woo!